Hey, good evening, everybody. Blitzball Champ is here with a new video for you on the U to the Tube. So, Carolina Panther fans, I know a lot of us are still absorbing the acquisition of Sam Darnold from the Jets via trade, but apparently Carolina's not done because we just got another acquisition. That's right. Here, let me pull it up and I will put the link in the description. We have acquired guard slash tackle Martez Ivey. So, a little bit of background on Martez Ivey. 6'5", 306 pounds. He's 25 years old. Played at Florida, so he was a Gator. Apparently, he was part of the New England Patriots camp in 2019. But yeah, he's an undrafted rookie from Florida. Started all 4 years with the Gators. Played both tackle and guard. And he also spent some time in the XFL. He played on the Tampa Bay Vipers. So played some in the XFL. So apparently scouts were kind of looking at him when they were at the pro day for I guess Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask. And yeah, Ivy, this Martez Ivey was at that pro day. So not only that, but the Panthers have also added some defensive backs. They signed safety from South Carolina, JT Ivey. I don't know if I said that right. And former Ole Miss cornerback Jalen Julius. So, two more people I've never heard of, but that was what was also mentioned in this article. So, let me see if I can actually, I don't know if I can actually pull up information on, yeah, it's not letting me pull up information on the defensive backs, but yeah, picked up a safety, picked up a cornerback. So safety JT Ivey from South Carolina, and Ole Miss cornerback Jalen Julius. So apparently Jalen Julius was at the Chiefs camp last summer. So just a couple of pickups. Looks like will be used for depth, and nothing wrong with that. The Martez Ivey signing was a 1-year deal. Apparently he was a 2-time second team All SEC. So I mean, looks like he's got most of his accolades in college, and like I said, undrafted rookie. So I mean, it's definitely going to add some depth and competition. This guy can play both tackle and guard. So I mean, we'll have to see how that works out. Seems to have a big upside on him. He's young, 25 years old, 6'5", 306 pounds. And, having that versatility where you can play guard and tackle, I mean, that's a good thing. But yeah, like, I really like how we're, adding depth to the team and really, going to have the opportunity to take a look at some different players, as they, will build through the draft, get to training camp, we'll have the few preseason games and really kind of see what we're going to end up having when it comes down to the 53-man roster. So, and I'm really hoping that the Panthers will really attack this draft. I mean, just really go in and attack this draft. You know, I mean, we're talking offensive line, cornerback, safety, um, linebacker, perhaps. Maybe we can get a wide receiver in the later rounds. No, another weapon. But I'm really, really hoping that Carolina will just really attack this draft. And I know there are talks about still the potential of Carolina picking a quarterback in the first round, which honestly, I really don't think they should. I think we need to pretty much see how Sam Darnold does. I mean, with what we gave up for Sam Darnold, it seems clear that you're going to give him the shot at potentially seeing if he can be the new franchise quarterback. And the word is that they've also allowed Teddy Bridgewater to seek a trade elsewhere. So that's something that's going to be up in the air, and just it's really going to come down to who wants Teddy Bridgewater, like who wants him. I don't really know of a team that wants him, to be honest with you. So um, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what kind of offers they can make to shop and trade Teddy Bridgewater. But you know, looking at the looking back at the draft and just looking at a few mock drafts, I kind of want to get it. Kind of wanted to take some time to get into this a little bit, considering acquiring Sam Darnold is a big deal now because it changes the atmosphere of what the Jets will do and what we would potentially do. So, I mean, looking at that first round, it's pretty safe to say that the Jets are going to get Zach Wilson with their second pick. And the thing is, they have a second pick and a 23rd pick in the same first round. So, you know, Jets Jets are going to really have an interesting year or two because I mean you have to also think about next season. They're gonna have a bunch of picks for that season too. But Trevor Lawrence to the Jags, most likely, definitely Zach Wilson to the Jets. And I mean, honestly, it's looking like the first three picks are almost certain going to be quarterbacks in the first round of the draft. Jaguars, Jets, Niners. Most likely are going to be quarterbacks. That's how I feel. Um, there's still a chance, the Falcons might take a chance on Trey Lance, but thinking about what they have, I mean, they're going to ride Matt Ryan at least another year or so. But I mean, you also have to think about, Julio Jones is getting up there in age. I mean, they're probably gonna get another weapon. They could get another weapon. Um, and it's also a reason why I honestly don't think, because I know a lot of Panther fans want Kyle Pitts, and I highly don't think Kyle Pitts is going to fall to 8. I don't. And even if he did fall to 8, if he fell to 8 but still had Patrick Surtain or, you know, Rashawn Slater or Micah Parsons, I would go for either of those three before I'd go with Kyle Pitts. I'm sorry, but I'm not saying tight end's not a priority, but it's not the top priority. And like I said, Carolina hasn't had a high level premier left tackle since Jordan Gross. And I think that needs to be addressed. So Um, I honestly don't think Kyle Pitts is going to fall to 8. I really don't. I mean, between Falcons, the Bengals, the Dolphins, and the Lions, I just honestly don't think Pitts is going to fall to 8. So, I mean, like I said, it's not looking down on Kyle Pitts, but I just don't feel like he's a top priority. Carolina has much bigger priorities, such as offensive line, secondary. I mean, those are two big ones right there. So, um, Bengals. Now the Bengals, that's going to be interesting because they could definitely go for Penei Sewell, but we have to also remember AJ Green is no longer on the team. I believe he went to the Cardinals. So they may get another weapon for Joe Burrow. You know, thoughts are possibly Jamar Chase. After all, he's played with Joe Burrow back at LSU. So I mean, Bengals could get a weapon, could get a big name weapon. Um, and it's looking like Dolphins and the Lions are probably going to get weapons. I mean, Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase may be there. Jalen Waddle, a lot of people have been talking about him. So I just really feel like I'm hoping with number 8 that we can get a true shutdown cornerback because we don't really have a true shutdown quarterback, and or high level offensive tackle. I think if we got either one of those two, I'd be happy. And quarterback, I don't think is such a big deal now that they can really start concentrating on other big needs. Now that they went out and got Sam Darnold, because as I said, they're not gonna trade up what they gave for Sam Darnold and not consider him pretty much the starter, possible franchise quarterback. Plain and simple as that. But going back to the main signing that took place, this Martez Ivey, it's for depth, competition. It may seem like a handful of offensive linemen are going to be looked at, and you know what? They got to do what they got to do to bring forth the best protection possible for Sam Darnold. If I remember correctly, Carolina finished 18th, had the 18th offensive line last season. Let's really boost that up. I mean, let's boost that up to the point where we're on the same league as the Indianapolis Colts, or maybe even the Ravens, or the Bucks. Like, let's really bulk up that offensive line. If we can get from 18th to within the top 10, or even maybe even the top 15, I mean, that's still a good boost. But if we could really get a top 10 offensive line, I think that would really make things much easier for Sam Darnold. And he's already coming to the team with good weapons. Get a healthy Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson. They have that connection. DJ Moore. Just really surround him with the talent and the protection necessary. Really attack this draft hard. Really attack this draft. So, anyway, that's pretty much all that I have. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this signing of Martez Ivey? Can play guard, can play tackle. Seems versatile. And if y'all know about the other two defensive backs, and JT Abe from South Carolina and Jalen Julius from Ole Miss, let me know what y'all think. I I tried to dig up some information. Didn't really come across much, at least not on ESPN. But let me know what y'all think of those two as far as Ivy as well. And let me know what y'all think, how this impacts the draft with Carolina acquiring Sam Darnold and giving up the sixth round and the second and fourth rounds for next season. So, or for next year. But like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball champ Jason Ingram signing off. Hope everybody has a blessed evening and a blessed day tomorrow. See y'all soon. Laters.